It's fascinating how so many learners start language studies with high hopes, but a lot end up quitting before they even reach fluency.
Definitely. Right. And it seems the main culprit is a lack of intrinsic motivation. Research shows that about 42% of learners drop out for that very reason.
Exactly, and it's not just motivation. There's also, the difficulty wall, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation being major hurdles. Like 68% struggle with grammar, and vocabulary is a challenge for over half of them.
Yeah, I get that. And with pronunciation too, nearly 42% find it hard, especially when you're dealing with languages that have unique sounds or writing systems, right?
Absolutely. Think of Arabic. Learners quit at just 42.3% course completion because of its unique alphabets and style. It's like trying to decipher a new kind
Yeah,
of
it really
code.
is a steep curve. But then there's also this plateau phenomenon. Around 64% of learners experience plateaus that sap their motivation. I mean, how do you stay excited when progress feels stalled?
That's the tricky part. When you hit a plateau, it feels like you're going in circles. It's demoralizing and often pushes learners to quit altogether. But interestingly, research really gives us strategies to tackle that.
True. Speaking of strategies, the evidence points to creating an emotional connection with the language. Rather than just studying in isolation, engaging with real people, like conversation partners, is key.
Exactly, building what's known as integrative motivation. It's like you're not just learning vocabulary for a test, you're learning it because you're connecting with the culture and the people.
Right, that human connection really fuels the process. And one effective strategy is to set clear, achievable milestones. Instead of an overwhelming goal like become fluent, you break it down into, say, a 10-minute chat or reading a short article without a dictionary. That's such a practical approach.
Yep, and it ties in with the idea of spaced repetition. Rather than cramming, studies show that a few minutes each day really cement long term retention. It's like giving your brain small regular boosts instead of one giant
Yeah,
gulp.
very smart. I love that part. But then there's something I find a bit oversimplistic. The idea that just talking more will magically fix motivation. Sure, conversation matters, but what about, say, tailored grammar practice or dealing with pronunciation challenges directly?
That's a good point. While building an emotional connection is key, it's also crucial to address the nitty gritty like systematic grammar learning and pronunciation drills. It's a two pronged approach, emotional and technical.
Exactly, they really need to work hand in hand. And don't forget the modern twist. Traditional classroom methods are just not cutting it anymore. With today's distraction and shorter attention spans, more personalized and mobile learning approaches are proving to be far more effective.
Absolutely. The old model of hours of grammar lectures just doesn't resonate with the busy, modern learner. It's like expecting someone to binge watch an entire season in one sitting. It just doesn't stick.
True that. Plus, it's interesting how research from platforms like Duolingo shows that binge learning can actually backfire. Consistent daily practice outperforms all those crammed sessions.
Right, consistency really is the secret sauce here. A few minutes a day with spaced repetition leads to better long term mastery. It's like incremental progress that adds up.
Yeah, every little bit counts. And then there's the immersive approach, using your target language in daily activities. Think about keeping a journal, watching movies, or even listening to music in that language. It's a subtle, engaging way to learn without feeling like you're studying.
Absolutely. Immersion creates a natural, constant exposure that reinforces what you've learned. Plus, it makes learning fun and connected to real life.
Yeah, making the language part of your everyday routine is a game changer. I also find it interesting that in the American context, a lot of language learning happens by obligation rather than passion. Over 30% start just because it's required, and then most give up soon after.
Yes, that really highlights the difference between instrumental and integrative motivation. When you're studying because you have to, and you don't see the personal or cultural connection, it's tough to stay engaged.
Exactly. Now, what do you think about those researchers suggesting breaks, like 3 to 7 days, to overcome plateaus? It seems counterintuitive to take a break when you're in a learning groove.
Well, it's like, uh, resetting your mind. If you persist through constant monotony, you might burn out. A short, Deliberate pause can actually rejuvenate your
Yeah, that
focus
makes
and
sense.
make you come
Quality over
back
quantity,
stronger.
right? Definitely. It really boils down to treating language learning as a marathon, not a sprint. The research is clear, the journey is long, and the right strategies can make all the difference.
Exactly. And to wrap it up, the keys are emotional engagement, tackling difficulties with a systematic approach, embracing consistent practice, and resorting to immersive experiences. All these strategies combined really empower learners to stick with their language goals.
Couldn't agree more. So, for anyone who's feeling like giving up on their language studies, remember, it's normal to face these obstacles. With the right mindset and these research backed strategies, success is definitely within reach.
Right? It's all about making progress, celebrating small wins, and continuously adjusting your approach. You might face plateaus and challenges, but that's just part of the journey.
Absolutely, every step counts. I think this really gives a well rounded picture. It's not just about any single strategy, but a blend of emotional, technical, and practical methods.
Yep, and it's like a layered approach to language learning. Each layer, be it motivation, grammar, vocabulary, or immersion, supports the next.
Indeed, it's a holistic system. Fantastic insights. Definitely something to chew on for anyone on this language journey.
Absolutely. Keep connecting, keep practicing, and most importantly, don't give up. Each small step is a move forward.
Yep, that's the spirit. And with that, let's remind our listeners, embrace the challenges, tweak your approach when needed, and make language learning a part of your life.
Exactly. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Thanks for this energetic chat. Keep on learning and exploring those new linguistic horizons.
Thanks for having this conversation.